All right, now we're recording. Now we're good. Alrighty, so why did I not take any trades today? There's two main reasons. Number one is it did not go into my main objective of the day, which was this 1 hour fair value gap. So if you guys don't already know, I need to have some sort of higher time frame fair value gap that we bounce off of. I need something here to have entered into this. A 15-minute as well, right? This 15-minute specifically works just as fine. So I would have been cool with that, right? But we never tapped into it at all. You guys can see, oops. You guys can see we didn't do anything. We just went straight up. And for me, that's already like red flag. Like, not red flag, but like that's not the way I trade, right? Compared to yesterday's trade, which was a banger trade, same idea. 15-minute gap, we pulled into it. I went long off of some displacement, and we held it literally like all the way to the top, right? That is a good trade. That was where I was really happy with my trading that day. Today, nothing. No entry into the fair value gap. The range is a lot smaller, right? We're only playing within this session range here. And then we kind of just chopped the rest of the PM session. I was thinking maybe if the PM session kind of comes back into this, I might take a short trade again. But as you can see, it did not do that at all. So that was no trade. That was it. That was the main reason. Everything else was honestly kind of fine. I loved the way we had all these super stacked highs, and then 9:30 came, opened, and took literally almost all the highs that I was interested in. And after that, I was kind of done for today. I was like, all right, we're not really gonna see anything good today. And yeah, I don't know. Like, this isn't a bad trade, right? But it's just, I don't know. Like, what's the logic here? I'm trying to see what people are thinking. No liquidity was really swept, right? I mean, you can say right here, pre-market, we came and swept, but we actually made relative equal lows here. And I think on ES, we made equal lows, actually. On ES, if I can remember. Where is the opening today? Yeah. Yeah. We had SMT. I guess you could say there's SMT with the London 5 o'clock lows, but it's just like, I don't know. For me personally, there wasn't nearly as many confluences adding to like I had all these lows. Like, I'd love it. Like, my A plus is we make some sort of sequential SMT with the lows between Asia and London. Beautiful. I would have loved to have seen that. Tap into this, make more SMTs, sequential SMTs, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful. Would have been A plus, and it just did not go. It just did not. It didn't go that way. It didn't go that way. And so, not like a bad day today, right? I mean, no trade days are good days, but it's just a matter of like, all right, like we'll stay off for today. Like, there's no need to rush in when we had such a nice, beautiful, beautiful trade yesterday. I have no reason to come in and start trying to, you know, take any money away from yesterday's and the day before's winners. But the bias was correct. I told you guys that I wanted to see higher prices. Like I said, granted, it didn't really do as high as I thought, but like I said, Thursday, I wanted you guys to, not wanted you guys, sorry. So I just ate a bunch of ice cream, so like my stomach's killing me. But as I was saying, yeah, I wanted to see higher prices, and it did deliver those at least. So that's nice. Got to take a win when you can get it. Do you trade quarterly theory? I heard. Yeah, I do, bro. Lincoln, I do. But yeah, like I said, actually Lincoln, like if I know you're new, but like that was kind of like the whole week was quarterly theory stuff. That's kind of what I was like the main thing for this week. That's why I took shorts on Tuesday. If you guys were here for Tuesday, that's why I took shorts. And then it's why on Wednesday I took longs. Where is this? And then it's why today again I was interested in us taking more longs, but obviously I didn't take any of the trades. Here, I'll color these out for you guys. Yeah. Recommend where to get full info on quarterly theory. The main guy, I think his name was Day, right? That's what everyone says. Honestly, I learned like I don't know. I heard it from some people on Discord a long, long time ago, and I kind of just stuck with it since. Like resurgence, like there was a resurgence. But like, there's a lot of people out there that make good quarterly theory videos. You can go listen to any of those. I know Trader Day is one of the biggest ones. You guys can go check that out. But I don't know. I don't know any of these people personally, so I don't know what like I can't endorse them that much, right? I can tell you guys like, oh yeah, these guys are good, but I mean, I don't know them personally, so you guys are gonna have to do your own research there. But like I said, really, really awesome stuff. The Tuesday and Wednesday, so there was no need for me to come in today on a lower probability day, right? When we've already had quite a bit of a weekly expansion, right? I mean, Tuesday moved quite a bit, Wednesday moved a decent amount, Thursday, right? You guys know, right? Q1 expands, Q2, like, right? Consolidation, expansions. So that's kind of what I was like thinking. That's what I was thinking. There's no need to do that. Yeah, I would say so, Lincoln. I would say so. I don't think we're gonna do uh, anything different. But yeah, really beautiful week, honestly. Like today was like I think this week was like as not textbook, but like as clean as it was for me in a pretty while. Not a long time, but like you know what I mean, like a little while. I really liked this week so far. Can't complain, man. Everything worked out really nicely Tuesday and Wednesday, so I'm not gonna complain that Thursday. You know, oh man, I should have took a trade. Like, there's no need, no need at all to be that way. Like I said, and then now, kind of going into Friday, I don't usually trade Fridays, right? Because if you guys trade quarterly theory and ICT, you guys know Fridays is like it's like its own day. It's like its own thing. And so I noticed that me personally, I don't trade well on Fridays. I don't know what it is. It's just something about the end of the week just doesn't I don't mess with it. And so Friday I probably won't take any trades. I don't think so. So I mean I haven't in a while. So I doubt I'm gonna start this week. But I'm thinking I'll stream it for you guys. What do you guys think? I definitely down to do a morning live because tomorrow Friday is my last day. Let me double check my calendar. Let me see. But Friday I don't think I have anything going on. Let me double check. Let's see. Oh, I hate these 2FA things, bro. They always like they take so long. Actually, I do not. Awesome. So Friday, yeah, I'll be live tomorrow for you guys. What's your PN? All right, bro. Arcadia, chill with the spamming, bro. Chill. Like you can ask the question once, bro. You don't need to ask. What do you mean, like for this week, for this month, or just mean all time? Like, what are you talking about here? Filter it a little bit with time. Hey, I'm just starting, and the problem I have personally is the different time charts be messing with. What do you mean? Like you don't know which one to choose? Am I in college for anything, bro? Oh yeah, I am. I am. Yeah, I'm in business and finance right now. Finance mostly, but yeah, business and finance. And I graduate next year, so it's going well. Do I trade order flow? Is it worth learning to pair with ICT? Honestly, I think not with ICT. I don't think so. Um, I don't know. Like I don't really see how those two mix well together, right? Because ICT's whole thing is that it doesn't need to, all those things. But that's my personal opinion. Do I trade or I said that one. What's my P&L? Show right now. Like, what do you mean? Like today's P&L? There's no trade today. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you mean, bro? Specifics, guys. I always tell you specifics. I'm tired of people like stop asking vague questions. Ask specifics. Say, can we see your P&L from today, or can we see your P&L from yesterday? At least then I could like, you know what I'm saying? All time. Well, I could show you on these accounts, but I mean. Heck yeah, these aren't really that. I just started trading these. What can I look for if there's no fair value gap or order block? What do you mean? What do you mean, Shingley? Like no fair value gaps or order blocks? Like what? Like at all? Like we're at the very top? Like what do you mean? Like we're all the way up here, there's nothing there? Or do you mean something else? Alright, I'm going for accounting. Hey, good stuff. Does trading work and can you make decent money from it? I think so. I think so. I'm of that belief, yes. It's like a 1 minute uptrend going up, a 15-minute going down. Like, how does that work? Oh, how does that work? Well, that's just kind of how it is. Like, every time frame will tell you something different, right? That's like right, like the 1 hour candle. Yeah, we might be closing above here, right? But within that time frame of the one candle, like there might be a small downtrend, even though the candle's closing up. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, look right here, just from this candle, right? From 9 to 10, right? So the 9 to 10 candle, like the whole candle is up, right? Because if you look at where 9 o'clock opened, 9 o'clock opened, it opened all the way down here. We went up, but like there's still downtrends even within up, like you understand? Even within an up close candle. How else can I take a valid trade if there's no fair value? Honestly, me personally, Shingli, I wouldn't. I wouldn't take a trade without one of those. Like what? Like it's just random, you know. At that point, at least, like, like at least with fair value gaps, like yeah, they're random enough. Like you can say, oh well, like a lot of you guys say, like oh well, they don't mean anything. I'm like, even if they don't mean anything, at least it stays consistent with you. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's something that you can at least say is consistent, even if it's not maybe that most consistent. Do I have a course? No, no, that's stupid. I don't sell anything. People who say they make 100K monthly, are they BSing? I mean, I don't want to say like everybody is, but I will say like it's not nearly as many people as they say they are. Like it's definitely not that many people, right? I mean, just think about it, right? It's only like what do they say? 3%? They only say 3% of people make money at all trading, right? Or it's a very small percent. I think it's maybe 20% max. On the high end, on the very high end, only 20% of people make money trading at all, let alone 100K a month, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like it's definitely, I wouldn't say like they're all frauds or they're all fakes, right? Because there are people probably out there who can make 100K monthly, but it's definitely not like not as many people as they say on Instagram, right? You scroll through Instagram, it makes you seem like everybody's making that money. Not a lot of people are making that money off trading. Now here's the difference. There's plenty of people that make 100K off money trading and their trading courses. There's a lot of people that make money off that, but there's not a lot of people who make money off just trading. You see, there's a difference there. There's a huge difference there. All right. Do you trade any Fridays considering it's small? Yeah, I don't really, Lincoln. No, I don't. I don't really trade Fridays. I haven't in the last like 2, 3 weeks, like at all, like period. Like I won't even look at it. Like before I'd look at it and I just wouldn't, you know, trade it, but now I don't even look at it because I just don't even want to waste time. I'm gonna tell y'all ETFs are the method. Yeah, pretty much, bro. You guys should invest long term. All right, Arcadia, bro. Like I know you want to see my P&L, bro, and like I'm like, bro, I'm gonna just mute you for a few minutes. Like, bro, I get it. Like, you guys want to see it. If you watch the videos, you guys can see it there too. Like, it's cool. I don't know. Like, I always tell you guys, I don't want to make a community that just checkboxes people. That's like, all right, show me your P&L, and if your P&L is, you know, enough money for me to feel that's good, then I'll listen. It's like, you know, what do you need it for? If I could find someone, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you guys understand the mentality when I see with that? Like, I don't sell anything. I don't tell you guys I'm better than you or I'm anything different than you guys. I don't sell anything. I don't promote anything. Like I don't think I need to show it. And like if I'm selling a course, all like okay, more obviously I should show you guys my P&L. But I don't even teach you guys. Like I don't even teach. I literally just stream like what I do. So that's kind of like, you know, I don't need a bunch of people checkboxing me like, all right, if you make 100K a month, then I'll listen to you. It's like, all right, like chill, it's cool. Like you don't have to listen. Hebrews 10:14. Yeah, that's my favorite Bible verse, Delroy. Yes, this is my favorite one. Out of all of them, this is the best one for me. Me personally. Would you trade in crypto? No. Futures. You hosted those one-on-ones? Yeah, I did the first one, Bob. I did one set already, and then I'm thinking again this Saturday. I'm thinking every Saturday. Like that's the idea here. But I need to create another event, don't I? I should probably do that. But yeah, first ones were done easy, like that was clean. Now we need to get the second ones in there. What is it? It's a Bible verse, Delroy. That's what I said. From the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 14. Fidelity makes me call in for penny stocks. Like to call to buy it? I have no idea who would make you call. Opinions on swing trading? Yeah, it's fine. Swing trading's good. Right now, price retraced into a 15-minute fair value gap, then inverse another 15-minute fair value gap. Right now? Like, what do you mean, like right now? Here, let me see. Here, I'll look at it right now. What does it say? Oh, it says for about one offering. Here, I'll type it out. Here's what it says. Got it memorized. For by one offering, I read the KJV, so it's the old timey English. He hath perfected forever them that are sanctified. That's the verse. That's what it says. So I took a trade and it pushed past a fair value gap but went back down. Did I do something wrong? What do you mean? So it pushed past a fair value gap but it went back down. So you mean like this, Ghost? Like here. You mean like this? Like it came, it made a fair value gap, it came in, but then it just went lower. Like, is that what you mean? What am I trading right now? Nothing, bro. I'm just looking at the charts and just kind of talking to you guys. Like that. I would say, Ghost, that not every fair value gap is going to work. You have to kind of know which ones are going to work. Does that make sense? Like, it's selective. Not every fair value gap actually means something. I'll tell you guys that much. Like, a lot of the time, actually, they're pretty useless almost. I would say. It's only the ones that, like, you apply it to that make it make sense. Does that make sense? Flying verse. Just wanted to see the fruit of who I was following. Yeah. This is my favorite one, guys. This is the best one for me. If I only had to choose one to ever know, it would be this one. This is the only one I need to know. Obviously, I know like you should learn more, but that's what I'm saying. Is right now good for longs? I personally wouldn't know. Me personally, if I'm being honest. But I mean, if you want to do it, bro, go for it. I'm not. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you for sure. What's your current strat? It's quarterly theory combined with ICT concepts. ICT, not ICC. I know a lot of you guys get it confused. So what's the best thing to take a trade on? Hey, no, it's cool. You can ask questions, Ghost. I don't mind you guys asking questions. You guys can ask as many questions as you guys want. I do it all for free, man. Like it's cool. I'm not, if I don't want to answer a question, I just don't. I just don't answer the question. So don't worry. If I answer your questions, it's because I actually feel like answering it. But best thing to take a trade on. You mean app? App I would say is TradingView. You should trade here. I'll delete this one. Sorry. This one. It would be TradingView. This is the best app. You guys see that? Where is that on TikTok? There you go. Honestly, Thai, I have no idea. Like, I thought I knew what it was, but it's something else, apparently. I don't know how it works. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know what it is. What other apps have you tried? I've tried them all, kind of. I've tried NinjaTrader, Tradeaway. I mean, they're very similar. I've seen some other apps, right? And for me personally, TradingView is just the easiest one to kind of get into, especially for beginners. It kind of has everything you need to get started. And for free, right? You don't need to buy the paid versions to actually get anything done, right? I mean, if you want to see the proof, I mean, look, I'm using the basic plan. I don't even pay for it, and I get everything done, you know? As long as you got the charts, you should be fine. What would be a better prop firm, Lucid or Apex? I would say Lucid. I think Lucid's probably like one of the best, the cheapest, one of the best, right? They got good rules, everything like's really nice. Apex is more expensive, and it's just not like I don't know. I just don't think it's worth it because they're more expensive by quite a bit if you pay the fees and stuff, right? So I would say like why not just choose the cheaper one that everyone's like it's kind of big right now. They got good rules and they don't have monthly fee. I will say that's the best thing about Lucid is they don't charge monthly. They only charge you a one-time fee. Not sponsored, by the way. I don't even have an affiliate code, so I just say it because that's legitimately what I believe. No, like the concept. I seen someone read fair value gap and break of structure, but well, that's because it's very basic, Ghost. If you're trading ICT concepts, which you are, you kind of need more than just that, right? That's not really enough. I like Ninja, is why I asked. Never tried trading. Yeah, no, Ninja's cool. I don't mind Ninja Trader at all. It's just this one works better for me, right? It's easier to stream, right? You guys know Ninja Trader, right? It's kind of complicated. It kind of has like a bunch of things going on. It's not as like I would say I like TradingView's aesthetics. It's very clean, right? I feel like it's very clean. But again, it's personal preference. Does mechanical trading work? I mean, yeah, I would say so. For the average Joe Schmo, I don't know, maybe not as much, but I definitely think it works. Now, Does mechanical trading, is that mean that there's someone on TikTok that's like selling you guys an algorithm that makes, no, that's not what it means. It just means that like there are high quants, right? High level, really smart people that do know how to make mechanical engineering work or trading work, and only for like short periods of times. Even quants say this, like that it doesn't work for very long, right? That's kind of just how it is. But like, yeah, the average person, I'm sorry to say, you have a better chance of making it discretionary trading than you do probably getting into quant trading. Has your faith affected? Yeah, no, not a weird question at all. And I would say, yeah, it has. Honestly, Bob, I would say that's the biggest difference in my trading actually. Like more than any strategy, more than anything was kind of that, yeah, my faith. But I tell you guys about it when you ask, but I also don't like push those things onto you guys. Like if you don't want to hear me talk about it, I won't talk about it. But if you do want to hear me talk about it, I will gladly talk about it. Right? Think of me as like a buffet. If you want to eat it, you know, serve yourself a plate. If not, it's cool. I'm not mad. Go over SMTs and engineered liquidity with protections. Well, that's like a whole lecture right there. I mean, I can give you the short version of it. SMTs, right? It's obviously divergences, the end of the manipulation leg, signaling, a crack in correlation, whatever you want to call it. It means we're gonna start the distribution cycles or the whatever you want to call it. Engineered liquidity, right? It's also I like low resistance liquidity is what you mean, right? Just means that we're making purposeful highs like today, right? Like yesterday, we have just a bunch of stacked highs right here, but we don't really take them yet. It's engineered so we can run it very quickly like this, right? And then with protections, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what you mean by that. I think you mean like protected lows, protected highs. I don't know. Yeah, that's the short end of it, the very short end of it. Should I buy 100 longs of oil in the next? I mean, I don't think so, bro. I don't think you should. But you know what, bro? If that's what you think, you should do whatever you feel like doing. Can you group trade on TradingView? Not natively. No, you need a third-party software. Inked. You need a third-party software. Yeah. Thank you. God bless. Hey, bless you too, man. Hope you have a good day. God bless you too. How do we know if an SMT reversal is going to happen or if the lagging index will catch up to the leading index? Ooh, that's a really good question. It's all about bias, context, and yeah, bias and context, right? So, for example, just in this bull market, right, we've been very bullish. There's been so many SMTs at the highs, right? And so the question is basically like, well, shouldn't we be bearish? Like, da 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 da. Like, let's say there's a lot of different things that definitely affect how I would trade an SMT. The most important things that make up an SMT are these three things, right? So what makes a good SMT? I'll type it out for you guys because I know I speak weird. I don't know if I've noticed, I feel like I don't speak normally. Like whenever I have the headphones on and I'm on the stream, I feel like I'm like lisping. Like, do I have a lisp whenever I stream? I don't know. Like it feels like, I don't know. It feels weird. Anyways, back to the question. What makes a good SMT? Number one, you should have a bias/drawn liquidity. You should not have a trade that you do not know where price wants to draw to. The best draws on liquidity, I'll tell you guys the three best or the two best that I know for sure, is data highs and lows, all-time highs, and manipulation highs/lows. So you need one of those three, I would say, generally speaking, for a good SMT. To know that we're actually drawing somewhere important, you need one of those. You need a good manipulation leg. You need a higher time frame PD array, fair value gap/order blocks, right? And then last but not least, you need a time filter. Ooh. All right. This is my list on what makes a really good SMT. The best SMTs follow this list. Does anyone want me to explain anything on this list? Can you guys even see that? I think you can only see like half of it, right? Here, let me there you go. All right. Who's got questions about this list specifically? Time filter. Okay, we'll go do that one first. So time filter is essentially using time to start identifying which SMTs are the highest probability. So what do I mean by that? For example, we have countless SMTs, right? I'm willing to bet there's like dozens, literally right now. So how do you, it's basically figuring out which ones are the highest probability. So I will go off the ones that I used on Wednesday. All right, so I'll go off of the one I used on Wednesday, which was this SMT between these two, right? It was between this low and the 930, or the 945, I'm sorry, candle, right, whatever, right around here. So if you didn't know, on Wednesday in the morning, we came into here and we made an SMT with this low specifically, right? With ES. ES took this low. I can show you guys here on ES. Right, same low. Ooh, look, spoilers already for if you guys remember the list. But let's start here, right? We took the low. ES took this low. Okay, but what does that have to do with time, 80 trades? That doesn't make any sense. It's just an SMT. Specifically, this SMT is formed with the time session of Asia session. Okay, does that start making any sense? So, and this is where the quarterly theory stuff starts coming in, right? So, if you split the 24 hours of the day, of the trading day, into quarters, you start getting slices like this, right? So let's show, if I can show this, Asia session. This is the Asia session, right? I'll mark this one in white. I'll mark this one in, let's do red. Red's my favorite color, if you guys didn't know. Let's do this one in green. Not a very good green, but whatever. And then let's make the PM session in blue. All right. So when I mean time filter for SMTs, I just mean that you look for SMTs not just between price action, but also between sessions, days, weeks, right? Months. Obviously not months and years, but you know what I mean, right, guys? It is the idea of using sessions or time as a filter, right? So instead of looking for any SMT between, oh, here and here, right? Like let's say we had an SMT here. This one is not nearly as significant. Why? Because it is within the same time. It's within the same session, right? Does that make sense? Yes, this is recorded time. So we don't really care about an SMT here nearly as much as we would care about the SMT here. Why? Because this is now time filter. It's now looking at time as you guys know, price is fractal, right? If you believe in ICT and whatever. It means it's fractal, which means things happen on different time frames all at the same time, right? You have prices, models within models, fractals within, like, movements within movements, right? So this is the idea, is that when you see the Kraken correlation, not just between price, but also between time, which is saying, oh, this session and this session are now different. Does that make sense? That is what I mean by time filter. That is what I mean by filter your SMTs by time, right? Don't just look at the SMT between, you know, this and this, right? Yes, exactly. Bob got it. It's SMTs between different quarterly cycles. Exactly. That's what I mean by filtering with time. And it doesn't have to be quarters of the day. It can be days of the week. It can be, you know, weeks between weeks, right? Days between days, sessions between sessions. And you can go a little bit further if you want to get super precise. You can do 90-minute cycles, even microcycles potentially, if you guys know how to use those effectively. But this is what I mean. I think this is one of the most important aspects of what makes a really good SMT, which, if you didn't know, the name for this one specifically is SSMT. Make sense, guys? You guys kind of got it? What I meant by time. All right, next questions. Let's keep going. ICT, AMD, Power of... Oh, AMD, Power of 3, and ICT Logan are pretty much the exact same thing. Yeah. That's pretty much the same thing. Actually, that's the exact same thing. It's like saying, should I trade NQ, NASDAQ, or micro NASDAQ? It's like, oh, micro NASDAQ. Okay, you know what I mean. It's like NQ, NASDAQ, and, you know, like it's the same thing. Would you say the further apart the SMT, the better? Not necessarily, Yali. Not necessarily. They don't have to. It's the distance doesn't matter. It's the time and the price that matters. I've seen people using different times for sessions. What do you use? I got you. So here are the sessions. Q1, Asia. I'll type it out for you guys. So here are the session times. It's from 1800 of the previous day until what is it? Midnight, right? Q2, London. is between midnight and 6 a.m. Quarter 3, New York AM is between 6 a.m. to 12. And then Q4, New York PM is between 12 to 1800 again. These are the times that I use. Hold up, someone's knocking on my door. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Could you explain how to take partials on Trade Evade? Nah, not this stream, bro. Sorry. I don't want to like have to restart the stream. All right. Does higher time frame SMT matter? Yes, absolutely, Bob. Yes, the higher time frames matter much more than the lower time frames. Yes. Now, when the higher time frames and the lower time frames both say the same thing, that's really good. But if they're saying different things, right, that's where you might want to start using some of your discretion. Oh, gosh, I'm telling you guys, I feel like I don't speak right. I really don't. I have to listen to the recordings and like see what's up. That SMT isn't a liquidity sweep? No, it doesn't have to be, Xingli. Because, why do we not care? Because ES already swept the low. So that's our liquidity sweep. We don't need it. We don't need it on the same index. No, you don't have to. You guys want me to explain that more? Or you guys got it? How do I enter, bro? What do you mean, how do I enter? Like my strat? Or like, what do you mean? Like my model? Do I use orb? No, I don't. Oh, I'm asking, is it a liquidity sweep? Oh, no. In that case, no. No, it's not. Because it never swept the low. Like, look. It was about 20 points away from sweeping it. As a beginner, how much would you trade? What do you mean? Like, how many trades a day? Or do you mean, like, money-wise? Your model, what is my strategy, entry, and exit? Okay. Entry. Yeah, I'll show you guys right now. Just type it out. Entry. I need the right time of day. Quarterly theory. I need, what else do I need? I need some sort of manipulation leg. SSMTs, right? Specifically. Plus, no, I'll just add that into the third thing, SSMT. And then I need some sort of high time frame PD array. Holy, I cannot spell today. And then exit is just wherever I think the draw on liquidity is. Draw liquidity. That's it. You guys want me to kind of show you how I did it yesterday? Like what I saw yesterday? Would you guys like to kind of talk about that? If you guys want, I could show you what I did yesterday. If you want to see like specifically. I could do that too. Money-wise? Yeah, money-wise, you shouldn't be risking any money as a beginner. So why did this fake liquidity sweep move up so aggressively? It's not really a fake liquidity sweep, Xingli. It was a real liquidity sweep. And how can I catch that trade? Sure, okay. All right. Sounds like you guys really want to talk about this trade. Let's talk about it. All right, does anyone want to see this any longer? The times, right? I'll start deleting all the extra text. Does anyone want to see it? If not, I will delete it. All right, boom. All right. Let's break down how I took the trade on Wednesday, yesterday. All right, so first things first, I'm going to leave these sessions up drawn, and I'm going to kind of take you guys back to the morning session. So, what did I see specifically within this trade that made me want to go long? First of all, I'm extremely bullish for one main reason. We are at all-time highs. As day traders, we can keep going long even basically when we're at the top. Why? Because that is pretty much what we expect. Now, obviously, if you're like at the very, very tippy top, maybe not, but Like generally speaking, our draw on liquidity is always wherever the all-time high is, right? So for yesterday, that was Monday's high at 12. I'm gonna draw this little line right here. Okay, so going into the morning session, I saw two main things. I saw, hey, we accumulated over Asia session, and the London session actually manipulated to the upside. Now, generally speaking, that means you want to see a very bearish move in the AM session. But it's kind of like a fake out move, right? I want to say that's like a fake out move. Because yes, we're gonna make a move lower, absolutely. But we're not gonna start retracing all the way lower, right? There's no reasoning for us to move lower right now. At least right now. And so, and we kind of have this, if you guys know, this like very V-shaped like model, right? The market maker buy model or whatever you want to call it. This is what this is. So our draw is very, very obviously bullish. So when I came into it, I'm like, yo, I'm trying to see a long. So I came and I drew out any high time frame PD array. You could have chose this 15-minute gap. That's the 15 minutes is like the lowest time frame I would say that I consider quote unquote higher time frame. But it's also within this 1 hour fair value gap as well. Same thing. Could have done any of those. Right? But I'll choose the 15-minute one because I think that one was the one I actually used. Okay, so going into yesterday, I was like, all right, bet. I'm trying to see longs. I'm trying to see us come in. Where's my list? Didn't I just have a list? I think I deleted it. What was my list for entry? Does anyone remember what my list for the entry was that I just said like 5 minutes ago? Time of day. I think I remember. Quarterly theory. Right? I also said, dude, what did I just say? Manipulation leg. Duh. Number 3, SSMT. And then 4. What was 4? I swear there was a 4th one. High time for yes, thank you. Oh, you know what? I actually missed one. Add this to the list, guys. 5th was displacement. I forgot one. I was like, I don't have 4. I have 5. This is the true list, but basically same thing, right? All right. So let's review why this checked all the things out. Time of day, quarterly theory. The AM session is the distribution leg, which means that's when we're going to start moving up. But actually, I'll zoom in a little bit further for you guys, so you guys can see what I meant by time of day even further. We can get a little bit more precise. So I'm going to color this background. The border, what color is this? That one? Okay. We're going to get rid of the background. So do you guys see this one here? So we're going to trade within this box. Remember, this is still the AM session, the distribution leg. But you guys can actually split it into 90-minute cycles. So let's do that. So you can split the quarter into a quarter again. I know, quarterception. So let's do that. And I'll show you guys what I meant by time of day even further. So let's zoom in a little bit more. So yes, we know that the AM session at some point wants to distribute higher, let's say. But how do we know exactly when? I mean, that's 6 hours, right? It's anywhere from 6 to 12, right? I mean, that's a long time. So what I'll do is I'll filter it even further. So you guys know exactly what I'm going to do here. We're going to do this. Let's do this real quick. Color it all in. Sorry, I'm a terrible artist, guys. Okay. So we split it into, again, more quarters. Now we're in the 90-minute cycle. So let's go here. 90-minute cycle. And then we'll recolor these the same colors. Red. Green. Oops. Green. And blue. Okay. So now we kind of got an idea. Okay. Well, now that we look specifically within this frame, now we can kind of see, okay, again, we have another accumulation leg, but wait a minute. Why is the manipulation leg bearish? If this manipulation leg was bullish, this is showing us that, oh, we are bullish, because if we were bearish, we'd want this to go up, but it went down. Okay, that makes sense. But then this one kind of keeps going down, and I'm going to tell you guys right here, again, like, it's not perfect, right? Ideally, this should have been up, but generally speaking, I would still consider this very valid. So why did I take my trade when I did? Because I zoomed in even further. I did even further. I split this 4th into 4 one more time. So I'll show you guys what I meant. I know. It's too much, guys. It's too much. It's okay. You guys don't have to. I always tell you, you guys don't have to trade like me. You guys can do your own thing. So all I did was I split it again into fours. So I went like this. Split it into fours one more time. Let's do this one more time. I messed it up a little bit. Whatever. Close enough, right? You guys kind of get the vibe. I did it one more time. We'll color this one blue. We'll color this one green. Let's make this a darker green. Oops. Green. And then let's make this one red. And let's make this one white. All right. And then this was the last thing I did. I just split it into a fourth one more time. And then I'm like, all right, that's good enough. We can't go any further. And so again, same thing. Accumulation, manipulation. And again, we still have this kind of manipulation like into the distribution cycle. That's fine. Doesn't break any of my rules or anything. And then we kind of waited until the fourth quarter. This last little slice of blue before the main blue circle or square. And then that's where I entered, because basically the idea is that this is where we're going to start the true, like, quote-unquote reversal or the true movement upwards for the day. And so that's where I entered off this displacement. I said displacement too, right, guys? Where's the list? Where's the list? Can anyone show me the list? I lost it. Found it. All right. Let's zoom back out again because I was too zoomed in. We're too zoomed in. All right. So time of day. I sliced it all the way down to within 22.5 minutes, right? That's how low you split it. So I had the time of the day, check. Manipulation legs, check. 1, 2, all the manipulation legs, check. SSMT, I just went over that one like a couple minutes ago. Again, check. Between this low and this low. Check. Right, that's SSMT between the Asia low and the New York low. High time frame PD array, check. This 15-minute fair value gap right here. And then displacement. This little candle. Well, it's not that little, but this candle here. Boom. Then I enter the fair value gap. Then I go long. And then does anyone remember what my exit strategy was? Why I closed my trades? Did anyone have that one saved? Or do I know what it was, but just seeing if any of you guys remember. Draw on liquidity. Yes, exactly. It's Helmy got it right. And what did I tell you guys the 3 main draw on liquidities for me are? The 3 main ones. You guys remember? Data highs, yes, data highs. Correct. Slash lows, but yes. First one. Oops. Data highs, check. There's 2 more, the 2 more main ones. If not, it's cool. I'll tell you guys. Equal highs, equal lows. Yes, I'll say that too. Equal highs, equal lows. Highs, less lows. And then I'm going to give you guys the last one. It was all-time highs and sessions, highs and lows. Okay. So I could have taken any of these as my take profit, actually. All of these are valid. Data highs, equal highs, all-time highs, session highs. All of that was valid. And it could have been either one, right? You could have aimed for, let's say, the session high, right? You could have aimed for just London's high. You could have aimed for just the microcycle, right? You guys can aim for, this is valid. You could have entered here and exited at the manipulation leg high here. And that would have been perfectly valid, right? Because that you're targeting sessions. But I'm super greedy. And I'm thinking, hey, and this is where I kind of get like, you know, I'm thinking this. Hey, this should be the low of the day, right? When we're super bullish like this and we don't have a real reason to come lower, I really don't think we're going to come lower. I think this is the true move of the day, the true move of the week, honestly. If I told you guys on Tuesday, this kind of involves Tuesday, but I told you Tuesday should be the low of the week, which means we shouldn't really move much lower. Wednesday, I think this is the low of the day. So you can be greedy and just say, hey, I'm just going to hold it until all-time highs because I think that's where we're going. Like we're not really have any real reason to move lower. Does that make sense? So that was the trade of yesterday. What about your stop loss? Why don't you put it all the way at the SMT swing low? You could. It's Helmy. And actually, that you're right. That's actually probably what I should have done. But I don't know. This one was kind of just me. Like, I will say that if you're trading this, you should probably put it at the SMT swing low. Yes, it's telling me is actually correct. That is the actual place I should have put my stop loss. But I was kind of like 350, like, nah, like, let's just put it here and see what happens. And it's telling me has a point because that actually happened to me once where I didn't put it at the SMT swing low and I put it like at the next low and then it stopped me out and then it ran without me. So this is actually a good lesson. Put it at the swing low. Put it at the SMT, the SMT swing low. That is actually a good point, it's telling me. You got a great point. Because I just remembered I actually did get stopped like that once where I put it at like this low and then it ran all the way without me and I was really sad and that was a really sad day because I just missed the whole move. But luckily today that day I got lucky pretty much. Like that I got lucky that it didn't stop me out. But that is the trade. Makes sense? All that yapping. I know. A lot of yapping. You guys' ears are probably tired. You're like, all right, shut up. Like, we get it. But that is why this trade I think worked out. Is it the real, like, I don't know. I'm not a market maker. I'm not putting orders in, right? Obviously. But that is what I used. That was my logic. And I don't know. It worked out for me. I mean, this is one of my biggest trades I've ever taken, right? 300 something points. That's crazy. I don't really take trades that big. But like I said, I'm greedy, and I felt like why not do it? Why not? Why not try to get something, Instagram worthy or whatever? But what do you guys think? Does anyone have any questions about what I just went over? Does anyone make any sense? Have any questions? About kind of what I was just spending the last like 20 minutes yapping about. What's my preference, live or prop firm? I can't afford a live account. I don't got money like that. Go over it again. Just got in, bro. That's too much. I can't do the whole thing over again. Marco, what I can tell you is that I recorded it. So if you want, watch. I'll upload a video for you. I have like a whole nother explanation. It's gonna take too long, but I can't just upload it because I recorded it. What's the difference between data high and the others? So data highs is like, do you guys know when we have like news at 8:30, right? CPI, PPI, right? Unemployment, right? That type of stuff. That is what I mean by data highs. Like it's the candle that has when the news releases. All right. What's your draw? Yeah. This is my priority list would be I would swap these two. I'd swap it like I would say this is the list if I had to like order it in terms of priority. Do I have a YouTube channel? Yeah, I have a YouTube. It's on me. It's in the link in the bio. But don't leave yet because I'm gonna upload it after the stream. I'm not gonna upload it right now. But after the stream, I'll upload this on the YouTube. Oh, bro, I will say it does record my voice, but it doesn't. Sometimes it freezes on the screen. So I don't know. I genuinely don't know how to fix that. If any of you guys know how to work OBS and let me know why it does that sometimes. Uh, there you go. I just updated it. Like I have to literally go and manually click it again to like refresh it. Here, I'll leave it here so that people in the recording can see what I was drawing out this whole time. I'm so sorry. Yeah, for those who want the recording, it might be a little like it might be a frozen screen for like 10 minutes until I fix it. Alrighty, but if you guys want, I'll go over it again live one more time, just cause I don't want to do you dirty on the recording, and it doesn't actually. I'll explain it one more time. Does this only work now because we're super bullish? I mean, yeah, to an extent, right? Obviously, but also like. Yeah, like if we don't have to be that bullish. I mean, I've taken trades like this that were just normal trades, right? We're not at all-time highs, and it's still the same thing. Just right now, obviously, it's a lot easier, right? It's no drawdown. It's just straight up. I would say that is the difference. I love seeing someone not to try. Yeah, exactly. I don't sell anything, if you guys didn't know. For all the new people here, there's not a single thing you can buy from me. You can look all over my page. You can look all over my posts. There's nothing that I sell. Or even promote. I don't even have like an affiliate code. So you can look. You guys can all go ahead and look, but it's not there. You won't find anything. What was my TP on this trade? It was all-time highs. This line here. It was the all-time highs of this, all-time highs. What does SSMT stand for? It stands for sequential SMT. I think SMT is smart money technique, right? Smart money technique. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't actually know the name. But I'm pretty sure this is the full definition. I don't care though. I genuinely don't care what it's called. I just call it that because that's what we all call it. Anyone have any questions? Any more questions though? And if not, I'll re-explain it one more time for the new people and for the recording because, like I said, it was frozen on the screen for a little bit. But if no one has any questions, I'll just re-explain it one more time, and then we'll move on to the next topic. Make sense? Make sense, everybody? Repeat? Gladly. I will gladly repeat it. All right, so I'm going to keep all the drawings up. I know there's a lot. I know there's a lot of drawings. You guys have to bear with me, okay? All right, so the trade for yesterday, Wednesday. I uploaded the full video, but I'll explain it again. Wednesday, May 13th, 2026. So, going into the day, I had already told you guys I'm very bullish. I want to see us draw into all-time highs again, and that was it. So, if you guys, I deleted it. Let me go bring it back. No, I always delete it, and then I need to bring it back. Okay, there you go. Found it. This is my list of when I enter. So, first things first, time of day. This is how I enter my trades. Time of day, quarterly theory. Okay. We have the sessions drawn out here, the big boxes. Asia session, London session. Oh, sorry. Oh, my throat's been like scratchy. Got that Hansa virus. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Here are the sessions. Asia, London, New York AM, New York PM. Okay. According to quarterly theory, what should happen? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, continuation, or reversal. Okay. Makes sense, 80 trades. So what I'm basically saying is that AM session, which is when I trade, right? Obviously, I trade the New York AM. We should distribute. Okay, what do you mean by distribute? It means it's going to go up. Like, I think it's going to go up because I'm bullish. If I was bearish, distribution would just mean move lower. Okay, that's what I mean. All right. All right, 80 trades. I kind of get what you're saying. But AM session 6 hours. It's from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. How on earth, like, do you identify exactly when you want to enter your trade? I'll tell you what I do. I slice it into 4 quarters again. Boom. Slice, slice, slice. 4 more quarters. Now, each quarter is 90 minutes. It's an hour and a half. Again, same idea. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, continuation, or reversal. Okay, 80 trades. I kind of get it. So the first half of the first quarter of the AM session should accumulate, which it did. It didn't really do anything. The second quarter should manipulate, which if we're bullish, should be bearish, which means that this should move lower. Okay, that's lining up. The third quarter should distribute, or at least start the distribution cycle, which it did. And then the fourth quarter should be a continuation, again, which it did. Okay, I kind of get what you're saying. Makes sense. But that's still 90 minutes, right? That's still from 9 a.m. all the way to 10:30. How do I identify an even smaller time frame to enter off of? Can you guys guess what I do? I slice it again. Boom. 1, 2, 3 slices. Boom. All right, now we have cycles of 22 and a half minutes. These are the microcycles is what it's called. And again, I'm going to explain exactly the same thing. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, continuation, or reversal. Okay, let's look at it again. Boom, an accumulation, 22 minutes. We didn't do anything. Perfect. Manipulation, made a move lower. Perfect. Manipulation. Distribution, didn't quite distribute, but it was continuing off of this distribution leg. Or this manipulation leg, sorry. Okay, so what does that mean? It moved lower. And this is where it checked off 2 more things, which is the manipulation leg. Check that off. SSMT, it checked that off. High time frame PDA rate, it checked that off. Why? Because it entered into this 15-minute fair value gap. It made SSMT with ES, check. And it finished manipulating him. It finished running all the stop losses. It finished moving lower. So now I'm like, okay, we've checked off 3 things. But what's left is the time of the day to tell us, okay, now we're ready to reverse. So what did I do? I waited until the 4th quarter of the distribution cycle of this cycle. What does that 4th quarter mean? It means continuation or reversal. So in this thin blue one right here, not the big blue one next to it, this thin blue one here. Let me see. How do I make this a little bit better? Okay, I can't. Whatever. Screw me. No. Here. Do this. There you go. This the blue box with the blue border. So this blue box says continuation or reversal. If I'm bearish, then yeah, I would expect it to continue lower just off base what we did the last quarter. But I'm bullish, which means actually I expect this time to move higher. So what did I do? I wait until we get a displacement move up. We did. We formed a fair value gap. I entered long off the reversal cycle. And again, you shouldn't put your stop loss here. You should actually put it at the low of the SMT, but whatever. I'm not that smart. Aim for whatever your drawn liquidity is. If you want to aim for the microcycle high here, 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 here. Sorry, I meant here, here. High of the session, high of London session, high of Asia, whatever it is, data highs, whatever it is. I aimed for the big cherry, the big target, which was all-time highs, because that's where I truly believed the low of the day would be, and so I had no reason for me not to just hold it. I theoretically could have held it even longer, even until the PM session, until market closed pretty much, and it would have ran a total of almost 400 points. But again, don't be greedy. Don't be that greedy. That's too greedy, even for me. That's too much. So I settled for this. Does that make sense? Do you guys kind of understand why I waited, when I waited, why I took it, all the other things? Beautiful. Recording, did you get that? Yes, you did. Beautiful. So now I don't have to explain it one more time. Does anyone have any questions about what I just spent another 10 minutes yapping about? Anyone have any questions? Do I trade only AM or PM session too? I will trade the PM occasionally. Definitely AM is preferred, but there are times when the PM session is what I want to see. Yes. Thanks for... Yeah, no problem, guys. No problem. I won't do it a third time, though, because now the recording actually captured what I was saying, so I don't have to re-explain it. I can tell you guys, just go watch the recording. Makes sense? Makes sense, guys? You guys kind of got it? Makes sense why I waited, for how long I waited. All that yapping, right? A lot of yapping. Does anyone have any questions at all? Maybe unrelated to this, but at least any questions. Wow, hour long. I just spent an hour talking. How do you spot a reversal or change of bias? It has to just show me, Vitaly. Like for this instance, I never had to change my bias. Like even though yeah we're in a downtrend, the bias never changed because we're just super bullish on every other time frame. So I didn't need to wait for the bias to change. For the reversal, I just told you I waited until the reversal time period, like where I expect the reversal to be, which is literally anywhere after 10:07. And theoretically, the AM session could have kept moving lower. And if we again tapped into a higher time frame PD array, if we made another SSMT in the PM session, I might have taken it long there, but it ended up working out in the AM session. Make sense? Makes sense, guys. There are times when it's not always from 10:07 to 10:30. As easy as that would be to trade, it's not always from this quarter or this quarter or this quarter. It changes. You kind of have to get good at like knowing which one it's going to use, or if it'll use any. Right? There are times where it doesn't do anything, and that's perfectly okay. All right. Anyone else got any other questions? How to use trend lines? I wouldn't know, bro. I'm going to be honest. I don't use trend lines at all. No other questions? I'm telling you guys, I don't know what's with I think I'm getting sick, like for real. I feel like I can't speak. Which, by the way, if you were in the Discord, I told you guys there's a screenshot in there. If you guys wanted to see that for some reason. Do I look at daily? Wait, do I look at monthly? Do I use it? Oh, hold up. Oh, holy stuttering. All right. Do I use any indicators? No, I don't. I draw this all by hand. I have two that I'm kind of working on, but they don't work at all, so I don't use any indicators. Do I look at monthly and weekly or just daily? Just the daily, to be honest. Occasionally, every once in a while, I'll come like check on the weekly and the monthly, but lately there's no need. We're just super bullish. That's it. Very simple. We're bullish. There's no need to look up any higher than that. Make sense? Anyone else? If not, I'll probably wrap up the stream here. That was a lot of explanation, so I'll just upload the video, obviously. So for those of you who missed it, you guys can check it out there. It'll be on the YouTube. Link in the bio. All right. Makes sense, guys? Anybody got anything? Before I wrap it up, that was yesterday's trade. I had another one, same idea on Tuesday, but I don't think you guys want me here to explain it again for like 30 minutes. It was the same idea, right? Same idea, but short. It was the opposite, actually, but same mindset, I guess. Different application. But yeah, who's got last minute questions before I start wrapping it up? Because like I said, it's late. It's getting late where I'm at. It's 8 p.m. So it's time for me to start wrapping it up and go do something else. Dude, there's a Ben and Jerry's ice cream right now calling my name. Like I can hear it. Do I go live while I trade? I used to, and I might still do it again. But lately I haven't had time because I'm in final season right now, which I'm super busy like literally every day until later in the day. Like I still trade, but it's just I just don't like I don't have time to set up the live and talk to you guys. Like I really don't. But I'm thinking maybe this summer. I think I told you guys I was gonna do it this summer. Once I'm done with finals, I'll get back into the live streaming on TikTok. Dude, who falls for bots on TikTok? Like genuinely, this cannot be that profitable, bro. Just curious, how do you interpret 1014? I don't interpret it. It just read what it says. There's there's no interpretation for me. There's nothing to say. It's right there. What prop firms are you using, if any? Yeah, I'm using My Funded Futures and Lucid. It's Tell Me. Those are my two. MFFU, oops, and Lucid. My two go-to prop firms. Best prop firms for me. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Ever since My Funded Futures, like I'm sorry, bro. They're like my first love, like for real. Like, dude, the payout was so quick. I'm telling you guys, it was like instant. I like that was the first time I ever had like an instant payout where I was like, whoa, that was really quick, right away, man. Like, shoot, I was so happy. And so ever since then, I've loved those guys. Although they could do with cheaper prices, if you ask me. I do wish they had cheaper plans. But I think they have that new plan, builder plan, right? But I don't know. I haven't read the rules on that, so I don't know if it's worth it. But they're my first. And then Lucid as well. New guys. They're pretty good. Alrighty, any other questions? Before I wrap it up, I'll start clearing my chart. Alright, does anyone want any screenshots? Screenshot of this? Alright, let me block this guy. I don't know what these people like keep advertising their stuff. Alright. Please give me something, but alright, bro. You didn't even say what He said give me he's basically like begging for money. He says my username is Charlotte Twin 89. On what? I don't know. Like on Cash App, on PayPal, on Zelle, like at least if you're gonna beg for money, at least do it right. You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, at least tell me how to give you the like. Congratulations! I actually wanted to give you the money, but it's too late now because you never told me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You never told me. All right. I think that's everything. I'm gonna close all these drawings. If you need a screenshot, too late. Sorry, you have to watch the recording. And I will probably start wrapping it up here. Appreciate all of you guys. If you can, join the Discord. It's free. There's nothing in there that's paid. Go ahead and join it. We're at like 400 people in there now or something crazy. Definitely, we're growing. We've been growing a lot lately. You guys know me. I'm trying to make it big, trying to make some money, try to show what I can do, I guess. Something like that. So, yeah. I'll see you guys. Tomorrow's Friday. I don't trade, but I'll go live. Where we can watch the recording. You can watch the recording on my YouTube channel. I will upload the full VOD or the full video, just the whole stream. You guys can watch it on there. I'll try to put timestamps on it so you can just click through to like the good parts, but I don't know how to do that, so I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, you can just watch it on YouTube. The YouTube is in the link in my bio. It's 80 trades, same profile picture. You guys can check it there, or you can click the link in my bio. I'll look for your video on paper trading, but couldn't find it. DM me, bro. I'll send it to you. If you guys have any issues with finding a video like that I told you I upload, just DM me about it, and I'll look for it. It might take me a bit because my DMs are getting flooded, but if you just DM me, I'll send it to you. I'll check it after the stream too. Will do. Yeah, no problem, bro. Damn, this guy almost got slept. Sheesh. All right. Is that it? If not, I will go upload this. I'll go respond to you guys' DMs, and then I'm out for today. So if you guys have any other questions or anything else you need me to talk about, just DM me right now, or else I'm not going to see it until like sometime tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. Check out the YouTube. Again, link in the bio. Discord, link in the bio. Everything's free. Link in the bio. I don't sell anything. Link in the bio. Do I need to say it one more time? Link in the bio. Just kidding. All right. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. I'll be live tomorrow. Oh, real quick. I will be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right, 30 minutes after market open. If you guys want to check me out, and I'm not gonna trade, but at least I'll like talk about what I'm seeing. Maybe I'll give a signal. I'm just kidding. I won't. But I'll see you guys then. Peace out. Everyone have a good rest of your evening, day, wherever you guys are. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.